Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. TGIF, it is Friday, so I hope you guys are looking forward to the weekend just like I am. While you are here, go ahead and show me some love by liking the video and hitting subscribe if you are feeling the vibe. On my personal channel, many of you guys already know, but I post remote work Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Fridays particularly, they are no phone-based positions. So this means these are roles that are non-call center based, non-incoming call based positions. Those are posted every Friday, okay? Also, I have story time, and then I have day in the life of a single mom working from home with 3 kids, and how I set it up to where I can still watch my kids and work. Like, it's some useful information on there if you are looking to work remotely, like what are the best jobs to work remotely. I have a video of that if you're a single mom with no or little child care. What are the best jobs for you to work? I have all kind of stuff on there, how to manifest your person, which we'll get more into with my commentary on this video, but vlogs and all that kind of stuff is on my personal channel, so I will link that in the comments below for those who are interested in that. Now, today's video is gonna be those good old dates from hell story times. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. The last story had me dying. Okay, so go ahead and watch these videos. They're very entertaining. We're gonna talk about it at the end.
Story time. I am currently at the movie theater, now watching the movie, eating by myself, because I came to the movies on a date that I was asked on. We get into the movie theater, y'all. Already, when we first walked in the line, I didn't like walk up to the rest of the people. I was like kind of standing back. So I guess he peeped that I was standing back, and he like kind of like, instead of telling me like, hey, just, you know, move up, he rushed in front of me and just started walking up in the line. So I just followed behind him. So my job, treading behind him. He hit me out the blue, like, and while we in the line getting snacks, he hit me with out the blue, like, I don't even want to get no snacks, I just want to go see the movie. So I could tell in his vibe, his energy, you know, like, something is off, but I'm trying to, you know, ignore it. Look at my pizza. I got pizza. Anyways, I'm trying to ignore it. Y'all, this man that got me inside the movie theater as we walking in and got to cutting up on me like, you trying to get niggas attention? Ooh, you looking at the light-skinned nigga with the big nose, that nigga ugly. But I don't even be knowing who he was talking about. So anyways, he ended up, I wasn't trying to hear what he was talking about. Here he go walking out, y'all. Like, I'm about to eat my food. Here he go. Oh my God, he found me, y'all. Please be me. You can't tell me? Alright. See you later. See you later.
See you later.
Or never. Or whatever. I don't care.
See you later.
Alright, bye.
So what you gonna do?
I'm about to have a ride come get me. My ride's on the way. Don't worry about it.
You don't have no ride.
I do.
Just go.
Just go.
Okay.
Alright. But don't sit over there somewhere else.
I don't gotta sit nowhere.
Why do you have to sit next to me?
Because I want to remind
I don't
you
want
how
to.
disgusting
Okay.
you are.
You could text me.
No, I want to remind you.
Okay, keep telling me.
Pig face, ugly ass, ugly boy.
What?
That you
What?
walking
Who?
behind me for the nigga. Like,
Because you were walking
why
in
you
front
won't
of
get
me.
any sign? No,
You were walking in
you
front
know
of
what
me.
happened. What's going on? I'm gonna keep reminding you.
Thank you for reminding me.
Nigga, Steve drugged me all the way out here.
I did. I put it ahead and made you come out here. You're right. I did.
Made me waste my money. And
I did. I just paid you back. Literally. And I'm about to pay you for a ride home. So
Okay, call your ride.
thank you. It's on the way. Just get away from me.
No.
How you even see me? I almost got up and ran to that table.
I'm gonna embarrass you if you act like that.
What?
I'm gonna embarrass you if you act like that.
How you gonna remember? Do what you want to do. I don't care. I don't care. Embarrass me. I'm straight. Stranger danger. Please get away from me. I cannot believe this. I need to start trusting the Holy Spirit. When I start, when you get anxiety in your heart and you gotta fight past it to do something, that's you just saying F God. God trying to tell you not to do it. And I be always telling God, like, Lord, what's the worst that can happen? Like, it's just a date. It's just a movie. Like, what's the worst that can happen? And then all the worst always happen.
You ever been on a date and the man tell you, look like we have to clean dishes?
What? All right, so let me tell you about my worst day ever, and to this day I still don't understand what happened. Like it's so confusing to me. So one day I'm scrolling on my Instagrams and I get a DM from this man, right? We start chatting it up, flirting or whatever, and he was like, oh, what city are you do you live in? I said, well, I'm in Broward. He said, okay, I'm in Broward too, I just moved to Hollywood. I said, okay, bet. To me, he seemed like a real gentleman. He had a little thug in him. He was a little hood nigga. That's how I used to like. I've grown older and matured. But yeah, so we would converse every single day, before work, after work, cool. So we decided to go to a restaurant. We went to this taco place. Now, meeting this man in person, girl, he was so fine to me, so fine. He smelled so good, and the date went very well. He paid. We got to get to know each other even more, and I got to tell him some things that I didn't like about the day and that I did like. And one of the things was, I didn't get any flowers. He was like, oh, I didn't know that would like mean so much to you. I'm gonna keep that noted. I said, all right, cool. So time for our second date. He comes to pick me up. I live in a gated community, so I don't have to worry about him ever popping up. But yes, he came to pick me up, and when you kind of pick me up, you have to show your ID to the gate person. Now, most of the time men have wallets, right? So I remember when he picked me up, on his lap was his wallet, and also he gave me flowers. I thought were so cute, right? So while we're on our way, we went to this Asian fusion restaurant, Las Olas. While we're on our way to the restaurant, he gets a call from, I think his aunt, his cousin, and she's like, oh, can you send me some money for your nephew? He is hungry. He's like, yeah, I'll send it to you as soon as possible. So while we're driving, he's like, finagling with his phone with the cash app to send her the money and whatever. So we finally get to the restaurant, and he's like, we're gonna check in or whatever. But when it's time for us to sit down, right, he says, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. He's like, just I'll meet you there, after I leave from the bathroom. I said, all right, cool, that's fine with me. Girl, I sat there for a long little time, and I was like, is he okay? Girl, I honestly thought he was boo-booing, but he came back kind of pissed, and he was just like, I've been trying to like figure out why I can't send my cousin money. Like, I don't know what's my cash app, and I'm calling my bank. They talking about there's no money in my account. And I'm just like, huh? But he's telling me don't worry about it. We gonna keep the night going. I'll figure it out type thing, right? So we got 2 drinks and calamari, and I'm just like, you sure everything is okay? Like, is tonight gonna be okay? Like, you gonna be able to pay for the night? This man says to me, I don't know, we might have to clean dishes. Who cleaning the ish? So I'm like, I don't know if you playing or not, but if you are serious, we need to like leave now, because I'm not about to sit up here and like try to figure something out. Like, I'm not doing that, and I'm not gonna pay for us. I am the girl, you the boy. So he was like, you serious? Like, you want to go? I'm like, yeah, if you don't have the money to pay for it, like, you say something wrong with your bank, like, we should go. Now, mind you, while this was happening, I was like really confused, because this man has 2 jobs. He was actually talking to his boss to get a higher position so he can make some more money. Like, he worked. He just got a new place in Hollywood. Like, Hollywood ain't for the broke people where he was at. So I'm just like, and the car he had, like, I'm telling you, the man had money. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, is he trying to be funny? Like, what's going on? And I honestly, to this day, I don't understand it. So I'm like, do you have any other card to pay? Like, how you gonna pay for this? Because we already got the 2 drinks and the calamari. He's like, oh, I don't have my wallet, but I got cash. And I said, you don't have your wallet? I could have sworn I saw your wallet when we left from my place. He was like, I don't got my wallet. And I'm just like, so he ends up paying for the meal. Well, he ends up paying for the 2 drinks and the calamari with some cash that he has somewhere on his body. I don't know where he had the money at, but I saw him pull it out somewhere. He could have pulled it out. But I saw money that he paid for it, right? So me, I'm a type of girl, I like to walk after I eat, and he knows that about me. And he was like, well, I guess we could walk. Now, this is the part that pissed me off even more. So you mean to tell me you don't have the money to pay for the date, and you don't have any other idea but to walk? So we couldn't go to Hollywood and find another card, or you figure something out and we go somewhere to eat in Hollywood? Like, what? Like, I was like, what the hell, walk? I look too good to be walking, baby, and it's cold outside. What are you talking about? But I'm very demure and very classy. I said, oh, okay. I think I'll use the bathroom though. I honestly had to go use the bathroom, but God told me to call my homeboy. Girl, I'm in the bathroom. I call my homeboy and I telling him, and before I could even finish the last word, my homeboy said, "Do you need me to come pick you up?" I said, should you come pick me up? He said, "I'm gonna come pick you up. You need to leave from that restaurant and find you somewhere else, and I'm gonna come pick you up." Girl, I felt like Nene. I felt like Nene when she had on them heels when she was running, girl, because I had to leave from the restaurant, dodge him, and cross the street, and go to another restaurant and send my beautiful self there and wait on my homeboy to come pick me up. Girl, I get like 3 messages from the guy, and he's like, "Hey, you good?" And he caught on what happened. Well, what was happening, and he was like, "Damn, that's cold." And girl, we never spoke after that. We never spoke after that. I've never seen this man on Instagram. I don't even know if I got him blocked, but we never ever spoke after that. And this is the part that confuses me. The part that confuses me is I honestly think he was trying to test me. I think he was trying to see if I was a little big, if I was one of those girls who just wanted a free dinner. And to be quite frankly honest with you, I can go pay for my own damn dinner. What are we talking about right now? Stop playing with me. But nonetheless, I think he was trying to test me, because I'm telling you, the man had money. I'm not talking about, trying to fake the funk. No, the man had responsibilities that he was taking care of. So I'm just trying to figure out how you ain't had no money on the car. But then watch this. I don't think he was lying, you guys, because there was an article that had came out earlier that day about people who had Bank of America accounts, and their accounts was saying zero, saying that they ain't had no money on it, the system was down. And I'm like, oh my God, what if that had happened to him? But I wasn't trying to find out. It wasn't for me. It wasn't the fact that he didn't have the money and like he would like there was something going on. It was the fact that you didn't come up with another plan. Your plan was to walk, so we couldn't get no ice cream. We couldn't go somewhere else. You couldn't go back to your place and figure out, hey, let me find another card. Let's go walk. But yeah, that's my story time on the worst date ever.
Hey y'all, so it's past my bedtime. I'm tired. I was out came out like an hour ago, but I've been in my car for about an hour talking to my cousin. Yeah, I gotta tell you about this horrific date that I just experienced. Story time. So I don't even want to call it a date because we didn't even do anything. We didn't do anything at all. So, met this guy a couple weeks ago, exchanged numbers. You know, we're attracted to each other. We're communicating. No sexual talk. None like that. We didn't, I'm not doing all of that right now. So it was just, just plain little talking. It was nice to communicate with him. I was looking forward to talking to him the next day. It's that. So I was like, okay, this is cool. Not move too fast or whatever. We had set up a couple of times where I thought, but now I'm just like, I don't know what to think. But anyway, I thought it was us to go out on a date, just to enjoy each other's time and see if we want to keep doing this. Nothing wrong with that, right? So anyway, fast forward to this evening, we finally have found time within our both of our schedules to there we go, light, to go out. So the plan was, in my head as a 38-year-old grown woman, as we were texting, oh, hey, I will be free after I get out the beauty shop. This is me. I'll be free after I get out the beauty shop. It's going to be around 8 o'clock and we can meet up at this restaurant and get something to eat. I'm thinking we're going to go. All right, let me just continue. So he says, okay, well, just let me know when you are done and I'll meet you over there. Bet, that's fine. I don't want him to know where I live at, so I meet people where they at. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I got ready. Like, yeah, look, I'm not showing too much. I make sure I don't show too much. I still, gotta cover it up for Jesus. But I'm looking cute. I had got my face. I did my makeup. Like, my pixie is pixieing tonight. So I'm like, okay, I'm going out on a date. I'm going out with this guy. Whatever. So he texts me. I get out the beauty shop, all of that. Come back home, had it freshened up. He texted me, he said, I'm pulling up to the restaurant. The restaurant is literally 2 minutes from me, so it doesn't take me long to get ready. And he pulls up, texts me and says, I'm here. I said, cool. I'm walking up to the restaurant. And and I called him, and I said, I'm walking up to the restaurant right now. Where you at? And he paused. And I'm like, hello? He said, you walking up to the restaurant? I said, yeah, I'm walking up to the restaurant. Are you still in your car? You want me to meet you at the car? We'll walk up together? Like, come on, because I'm hungry. And he just was so confused. He paused again. It was just silence. And I'm just like, am I at the wrong restaurant? What's going on? Yeah. Long story short, this man said to me, and y'all let me know if y'all have ever heard this in the dating scene. This man said to me, oh, I thought this was a meet and greet. I thought you were going to come and sit in my car. He had the audacity to say some bull crap to me. Like I can't even get it out. He had the audacity to say something like that to me. That's nuts. So we pull up to the restaurant, but we just supposed to sit in your car and talk. I was so confused and irritated. Like I was sounding dumb. I was like, sit in your car in front of a restaurant. I thought I was sounding dumb. I was like, does that not make any sense to you? I thought this was a meet and greet. Usually what I do is meet people first before I go out on a date. We've met before. We've been talking every day for the last 2 weeks. We can talk some more in the restaurant. He refused to get out the car, y'all. And I just was like, I'm hungry. I want to get something. I want to get something to eat. Are you kidding me right now? He literally told me that this was a big misunderstanding. He thought I was crazy. He thought I was crazy because I wanted to go inside of the restaurant like a normal person does, like two normal people do, to get something to eat. You hiding something. You hiding something. And then he got tinted windows. You hiding something. Why would you want to hide? Like, what you thought this was? Like, you guys, I'm about to be 39 years old in July. I'm not doing it. Like, this is why I don't date. Like, I do. I'm not doing it to be like, arrogant or be all stuck in my ways. Because trust me, I've been working on myself. I'm healing. I think it's a lot. I'm detaching from a whole, I've been done that. Like, I think I'm good for that man to say, oh, I want her. I want all of her. Not physical, not just the physical, all of her. For a man to sit up here and think that I'm just going to sit in his car while we sitting in front of a restaurant, that's disrespectful to me. But y'all let me know. Am I tripping? That's disrespectful. Like, I'm so flabbergasted at that right now because, I feel like that's disrespectful. So I had to break it down to baby boy because when he told me, I thought this was a meet and greet. I thought we was going to sit in the car, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I pulled back up to the crib. I'm like, oh, well, I'm finna go home then because I don't roll like that. Like, why do I need to sit in your car with tinted windows in a parking lot at a restaurant? And I just told you I'm hungry. That was disrespectful. So y'all let me know. In this dating era now, do we have to do these? Do we do meet and greets? What? I'm still like, what the heck is what is a meet and greet in the dating era, in the dating scene? Like, I'm so confused about that, y'all. So, but that was my night. And you know what, y'all? Like I told my cousin, it could have been a sign. That man probably was trying to do something to me, and I'm so glad that it was blocked, because there's no way I was just going to get in his car when he has tinted windows and just talk. That's whack. That's craziness. So that was my night, y'all. I'm about to go make me a big bowl of ice cream, and then I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm going to hope and pray and wish that that man does not call me back. Be blessed.
Story time. Let me tell y'all about the worst date experience I ever had my entire life. It was years and years ago, but it was the absolute worst date of my life. Let me tell you what happened. Met the guy at the grocery store in the freezer area. Nothing big, nothing major. Nice looking guy. We exchanged information, and within like a day or so, we're texting and calling each other. It's cool. Maybe the first 2 or 3 dates that we were trying to set up, something always fell through. It's been so long ago, all of my kids were still home. That's how long ago this was. So the first couple of dates, something would always come up. Either it was my job or his. Now, let me just add, he worked at this very, very popular furniture store in the warehouse. And I was thinking, I'm about to give me a discount on some furniture. So after a couple of trial and errors, and again, we spoke maybe daily, just chit-chatting after work or whatever. So after a couple of failed attempts, we finally decided, okay, we're going to go to the movies. And it was this very, very posh theater that was newly built in the area that we didn't stay too far from. So I was like, all right, cool. We can go to catch a movie and get some dinner afterwards, or vice versa. It didn't matter, both of them, because where the area was, there was restaurants everywhere. You get it. So the big day finally comes. Maybe a couple hours prior to the date, he texts me to confirm the location, and of course that we were going to have dinner before or after. Cool. So then maybe an hour before our date, he texted me and said, hey, I think I've run into a problem. Let me know what you think. We can reschedule. And I was thinking, oh, here we go again. He was like, well, it's nothing big. He said, my roommate's girlfriend is flying in. His vehicle is still at work because they work together. And he would need my vehicle to pick her up. Is it okay if he drops me off at the movies? Can you drop me off at home? That way it's just no really bunch of moving around. Okay, that's no big deal. So as I'm pulling up to the theater, it's packed. As I said before, it was state of the art, posh. It was new in the area. So I'm parking towards the back. And mind you, this is a theater that I actually started taking my kids to because, like I said, it was really nice. When they were doing the more stadium seating in the theater. So you know how long ago that was. Y'all, when I pulled up and, I called and said, hey, I'm here. Where you at? He said, I'm standing right in front of the theater. All right, cool. So I didn't have my glasses on. Because if I had my glasses on, I'd have probably been able to catch myself. As I'm walking up, I'm thinking, that can't be him. That can't be him. He had on a Barney purple nylon shirt that was like like in the middle of his thighs almost, and then had on like some Dickies. Where you going? Where you going, sir? So I was like, oh, hey. So we went inside. Yeah, the outfit wasn't the worst part. I wish it were. We get inside. He pays for the tickets for the movies. And then he asked me, do I want to eat or drink something? I was like, nah. I said, because, we're going to get something to eat afterwards. So, nah, I'm good. So he gets like the larger size Coke. I was like, oh. And the movie, the thing is a gallon. Like, what you need a gallon dang of Coke for? As he gets the soda from the guy, he goes over to the water fountain and pours almost all of it out and then fills it up with a fifth of Hennessy. What? Nope, that ain't the worst part either. So we're going inside the theater. It's plenty of time before the movie starts, so we kind of chit chatting. And his phone rings. Do y'all remember them customized ringtones? Remember those? Remember those? Let me tell you what his said. Pick up the motherfucking phone. Pick up the motherfucking phone. That's all you hear coming from his pocket, and people turning around looking. I'm like horrified. Horrified. He finally picks up the phone, and that's not the worst part. Hey, what's up? Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm with the Slim Goody right now. Yeah, we at the movies, man. Yeah. I got my hand. Right. We're gonna go slide, go get something to eat afterwards, and yeah, who knows what's gonna happen after that. Just then, people are doing the shh, because he's full voice talking as though he's in his house or in his car. And we know he went in his car. Okay. In my embarrassment, I said, "Oh, excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back." I get up and go to the bathroom. I'm wringing my hands. I'm like, oh no. So I'm gonna have to leave this man at the movies because I know you ain't thought you about to get me out here and embarrass my kids come to this theater, are you? So I'm like, I ain't gonna just leave him. Let me just go in here and tell him I'm gonna leave. Who got to catch him a cab back to the crib. However, when I turned the corner, who I see walking in the theater? Oh yeah, that's the police and security. Trying to remove him from the theater. And he's saying, I ain't going nowhere. I paid my money. I ain't going nowhere. And then when I come around the corner, the people see me and they're like, she's with him. What? When I say I was embarrassed. And so when we come at work, we come out and he's kind of like being rambunctious, but not too rambunctious because where we was, rambunctious is not what's on the menu. The manager kind of, he didn't know me, but he knew me being there with my children, as I said before. And so they wanted our driver's license so that they could 86 us from the theater. I'm like, no, I'm not, no. And so the guy goes, you're good. But they got his driver's license, so you can't come back here no more. So y'all thought that was the worst? No, there's one more piece. Oh, I immediately got a migraine. We're not going anywhere to get anything to eat. I'm good. Let me go on and get you to your house. Let me go on and get you home so I can go on about my day. Y'all, driving along, I done turned my music up. I don't even want to talk to you at this point. An R. Kelly song comes on. He reaches over to my stereo, turns it down, and this is when the initial court case was going on. He reaches over, turns my stereo down, he goes, and one more thing, I don't believe them girls for nothing, because, you think about it. A lot of these girls are built up, 12, 13 years old. They built like grown women. What? So it was okay for him to have sex with children? He's like, them girls is built up. I said, oh, you know what? Yeah, let me go ahead and get you home because oh my gosh, I could just feel the tension of the headache really pounding. I get to his house. The worst thing that could have ever happened to me in that moment happened. I had to pee. Y'all, when I tell you, I was even considering peeing on myself. I was really considering peeing on myself. But I said, what, can I use your restroom? Like, cool, yeah. So now I'm thinking, I'm about to walk in here. I'm about to see the edifice of furniture. I'm about to see the coldest of the coldest furniture. You work at the top furniture place in the spot. You got that. First of all, when I got out of my truck, I left it on. Left the keys in my truck on. He's like, you gonna leave your truck on? On. I'm just going in here to pee. I'm coming right back out. So I come inside and he shows me to his restroom. I go to the restroom. When I come out, and I saw that furniture that my grandmother had in her basement, the wood frame furniture with the orange floral cushions. I said, you know what? I just need Ashton Kutcher to jump his ass up out of this furniture and tell me that I have been punked. When I got my car, I blocked him. No, how did you do that? I don't even think I blocked him. I think I deleted him. I don't think we were able to block like that back in the day. But I deleted him. And I kid y'all not, it may have been 2 years after. Oh, I didn't take no more phone calls from him. Oh, no, sir. I'm in the mall with family, and I had moved. I lived in another state, but I was back there in that city, and I had my initial on a chain, and I see him, and I was like, oh, "That's him!" And he, of course, he laser focuses over towards me, and I'm thinking he remembered me. This joker didn't even remember me. He introduced himself, and he goes, "Oh, what does that stand for?" And I gave him a fake thing. He said, "My name starts with the same thing." I was like, "Oh wow, what a coinky dink!" Worst date of my life.
So for the first story is definitely giving weird AF. Like, what the heck? Just because she was walking a little bit behind you and it was some guys back there, you automatically assume that she was doing that because of them. Like, it's giving insecure. It's giving red flags. It's giving early warning signs of domestic violence. Like, sir, please go heal. Because he's the type of person that will, as soon, like, if she says she going out with her friends and she's looking cute and stuff, like, he'll start arguments so she don't go out. He'll be like, oh, you just want to go out to go hang with some dudes. That are like, who has time for that? Nobody has time for that. And it's definitely giving you have some issues. Did a girlfriend cheat on you in the past? Like, are you not healed from that? I'm gonna need y'all as a collective to please heal before you date. Okay? Because that was unwarranted, unnecessary. And last time I checked, listening to the story, they were not in a relationship. Like, so even if she was caught eyeing another person or something like that, is that right to do? I don't feel like it is if you're on a date with somebody, but y'all not in a relationship neither. So I don't know. It's just giving red flags to me and insecurities. Like, that was unnecessary. Then I also noticed that he called her out her name. Like, sir, that's another red flag. Again, I'm telling y'all, early warning signs of domestic violence right there. So I'm so glad that she was able to get home safe. She did say that in the comments because, yeah, honey, he was going to be terrible in your life. He was going to make your life hell. Number two, so my opinion is very different from what I was seeing on the comments on that video. To me, I feel like she just came off as a little immature. So the part that I don't get is, I understand she has every right to feel how she felt as far as like the card situation, all of that. But you said in the story that you like to walk after you eat. Okay. So if he knows, which is what you said, that he knows that you like to walk after you eat, I'm confused as to, after him suggesting, okay, I guess we can walk now after y'all just ate, what is the problem? Like, I'm confused. What's the problem? He still paid for the meal, okay? And it's like, if you didn't want to walk because you're like, I'm looking cute and it's a little cold outside, all of that is fine, but it's called communication. And I feel like some of y'all just ain't ready for no serious relationship, definitely not ready for marriage, none of that you want if you have a mindset like this. That's childish. It's immature. Communicate. I cannot stand when I hear story times of dates where people are sneaking away in the bathroom and leaving and all of that. Just communicate. Like, or you can still be nice and stay on the date and you just don't have to contact them again. But like, I don't know. I just feel like my manners maybe are a little bit different, but I felt like that was unnecessary, especially after he didn't pay for it. And you never know. Maybe his card really was messed up. Now, the reason that I can say this is because you already went on a first date with him before. Did he have any financial issues at that time? No, he didn't. That's why you agreed up on a second date. But it's like, this date, when he do have financial issues, you let him pay for the date in cash, which is fine. I mean, I don't feel like you should have came out of pocket, obviously. But I mean, like, why would you ditch him, though? I don't feel like that situation was worth a ditch because you did see him already before. He obviously liked you. He's already spent money on you before. So I don't think that was proper. I think that she just should have communicated with him like, hey, I know that I said I like to walk after we eat, but like, I really don't want to walk. Is it okay if we do something else or, something like that? But why would you just ditch him for your homeboy coming to pick you up? Like, that makes no sense to me. Okay, now if he did set that up on purpose, like, I don't agree with that. I don't feel like he should have done that. If you're trying to test a woman, there's other ways you can go about that. So if he did do that on purpose, again, I don't agree with that. I feel like that's very immature. But I don't agree with how she went about it either, though. So I don't know. I just feel like she just could have communicated way better when it came to that situation instead of ditching him. That's really childish to me. When it comes to the third story, sir, like, she clearly said that she communicated with this man and said, okay, we can meet up at a restaurant and get something to eat. What do you think that means? Meet up at a restaurant and get something to eat. So most are going to assume with common sense that means y'all are going to go inside of a restaurant and get something to eat. Like, sir, we are not in high school. What about that did you not understand? Why would she meet you at a restaurant just to sit in the car? Y'all can sit in the car in y'all driveway. Like, or you can sit in a car at a park. Like, but we are not in high school. We are grown adults with income. So why would we be meeting up to sit in a car? Like, I remember doing that when I was in high school. Like, what? But let me tell y'all what I believe really happened with the third story. I'm going to tell y'all what I think happened. So I noticed that she never went in detail of where she met him. Okay. And at the end, he said, I thought that we was going to sit in a car and do like a meet and greet. Okay. She told him up front that they were meeting at a restaurant so they could get something to eat. He agreed. Now, all of a sudden, he didn't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, so what that makes me believe is that he didn't like what he saw. Okay. She never went into details about how she met him. So she could have met him online. And for him to say a meet and greet, that makes me assume that they never met in person. So I feel like he was sitting in the car the whole time. She said he had tinted windows and all that. So he probably was sitting in the car the whole time. Because a lot of people will do this. Some men will admit this, that they will sit in the car and wait to see what you look like. Okay. And if they are not impressed, they will try to do something to steer you off, or they might just drive away and not even answer no more. So I feel like he was sitting in the car. He might not have liked what he saw in person. No, so maybe he didn't find her attractive like that in person. And then he probably tried to say something to throw her off to now she won't be attracted to him. Like, oh, I just thought we was going to sit in the car and da-da-da. Like, nah. I guarantee you that man was probably dressed to be on a date and everything. He probably just did not like what he saw, because she also said that he refused to get out of the car. So that just makes sense in my head, okay, of what I would think. Because what are you not understanding if we just had a conversation and said we're going to meet in the restaurant to get something to eat? It's just giving that he's seen her get out the car. Because remember also, when she was on the phone and she said that he paused. Like, she was like, hey, I'm walking in the restaurant. Where are you? And she said the phone just got quiet. Like, he paused. And she's like, hello? And she said he was just silent. Like, and then all of a sudden he was like, oh, I thought we was going to like meet in the car. So that's just what it gives me. It just gives me that he didn't like what he saw in person, but that's just my opinion on it. Now, I personally think that she's attractive. I think she was attractive. I think her hair was cute. It fit to the shape of her face. I didn't see all of what she was wearing, honestly. So I can't really judge her full outfit because she was sitting down. But I'm just saying, like, I think that she was attractive, but maybe he just didn't like what he saw in person. So I don't know. That's just my opinion on story 3. And then number 4, that story, first of all, I had a great laugh because, sir, red flag after red flag. Like, that reminds me of Daddy's Little Girls when Gabrielle Union went out with that man who was like, I'm 40 shorty, and he was still trying to be a rapper. That's exactly what that reminded me of. That was so funny to me because it's like, damn, this is really like a horror movie. Like, sir. And that has happened to me before, to where I went out with somebody and he was just a little too ghetto. And I was like, oh my gosh, but he was just a little too ghetto, y'all. Like, I just, But anyways, yeah, that was hilarious to me. Very, very entertaining. So I just wanted to end the TikTok compilation up with something funny. So y'all let me know what y'all think of these story times. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I will see y'all in the next one.